The hungry gourmets are on the march, out in search of that extra special delicacy. Wading through muddy waters, armed with waterproof trousers and buckets, the group head for the oyster banks, located 3 kilometers from the Danish mainland.
Wunderbar.
The day began at 9 a.m. at the information center in the small town of Ribe in southwest Denmark. Tour guide Klaus Melby welcomes his guests who come from Denmark, Sweden, and northern Germany. Each year, he takes around 1,500 tourists to the oyster banks.
We have about 500 tons of oysters out here. And this is only one of 10 areas here in the mudflats where you can find oysters. This is the closest area to shore. The others are 4, 5, 6 kilometers away. And this walk is so fantastic because you're so close to paradise.
It's around 11 o'clock, about 4 hours after high tide. The safari can begin. The tides dictate everything here. In the colder months, the oysters can be eaten ideally raw directly from the sea, a whole new experience for some.
I never tasted raw oysters. I'm not sure I'm going to do it. But I'll bring some home and cook them in the oven.
I've got a lemon in my bag and a knife. Of course we'll be trying some.
We're having a little party at home tonight with friends, and we'll eat then.
But the Oyster Safari is not only about finding the treasure. The tour lasts several hours, and the guides are keen to ensure the visitors appreciate the beauty of their surroundings.
We only come here because we want to talk about the mudflats. That's the important thing for us. It's nice that you can take some oysters back home with you, but hearing about the mudflats, the whole experience with the migratory birds, the geese that we saw today, the tides, that's very important. If you want to inspire people to protect the mudflats, they experience it firsthand.
After 3 kilometers, they reach the first oyster bank. There are oysters here of every shape, with sizes varying from 5 to 30 centimeters. Pacific oysters can live for up to 30 years and have very hard shells. The challenge isn't finding them, but cracking them open.
So you insert the knife here, and you always wear gloves. So you insert the knife, give it a turn, and it opens. There's a lot of water initially that you just throw away. That's seawater. And you're left with a fantastic Pacific oyster from the mudflat. Tastes like heaven.
The banquet can begin. Connoisseurs like to eat oysters with a dash of lemon and a glass of champagne. They don't need to be told twice to tuck in, but others are still a little less sure.
Salty and very slimy.
Very good. It's quite good, but I think I'll like it better in the oven.
They're good. A bit more lemon needed.
Satisfied with the day's catch, the group begin to make their way back. In just a few hours, the water will be over 1 meter deep here again.
I think the excitement of it all, the experience, the walk, it makes it a great safari. And we know that many of these people will go home as ambassadors. They'll tell others about the mudflats and the oysters and how great it all was.
Back at the information center, the visitors enjoy more of their oysters. This time in cozier ambiance.